Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today it's all about me. In this video I am only going to show you working on one hand. Yeah, I wasn't originally going to be doing this set on myself as soon as I was, but yeah, I had a few problems with my last set. I had a bit of an incident with a wall, the wall one. Not intentionally, I might add. I don't generally pick a fight with a wall. And so normally I allow myself a weekend to do my nails because in amongst wrangling children, all of this, that and the other, I don't like to be rushed when I do my own hands because it takes a lot longer to do your own than it does to do other people. And let's face it, I don't tend to, do simple set. So I like to have lots of time. So I didn't. I was on quite a short time scale to get these done. And of course, the minute you start rushing, everything goes to pants. Yeah. So I'm coming in, this is called Powder Rose from Moyra, and it's beautiful because it's very similar. There's a cover powder that Nail do called Perfect Blush, and it's my favourite colour. And this Powder Rose is very similar to it, but obviously doesn't work as a cover powder. Although actually it tried to work as a cover powder. It gave me a little bit of a fight, that one did. And it had these weird bits. It wasn't like marbling, it was like little red dots almost in it. That as you worked it, you just kind of dragged it through. It was really fucking annoying, actually. I've never had that with Moyra powder. I don't know what the hell was going on with this one. But it's a beautiful colour. It's, I don't know whether they call it dusky pink, maybe. But in any event, it didn't matter because a lot of the bits I could cover up anyway. And it wasn't happening like throughout all of it. It was just like these random bits, which I think is slightly more annoying, actually. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame about that one. And then I am coming in now. This is Silk. I like this colour a lot. It's been a while actually since I did this video to when I'm voicing it over, just because I had other videos that needed to go up sooner than this one, so I have no clue what's going on. I just did the my notes page of what have I used in this video, and I had to go back and find pots to remember what colours I'd used in this. I love these two colours together, though. It is beautiful. It all comes together in the end. But yeah, I don't like being rushed, because the minute you start being rushed, things just don't go according to plan. I am, however, using my tips. I actually swapped back. I got some eBay ones. They call them vamp tips rather than stilettos, I think. Or there's something weird like that. But they're basically exactly the same to the ones from the Glitter Planet, only these are larger sizes. Because obviously, I don't know what was going on with my Glitter Planet ones on my last set. Like I say, I have been using them for a long time. I love the shape of them, and I've never had an issue before. Nothing to do with the way I was using the tips. I did exactly the same thing that I always do. And yeah, and I even yesterday I actually used a couple of them on my sister as well. To be honest, I would have liked to take all of her nails off and tip the whole lot. So, but anyway, but yeah, they did exactly what they're supposed to do, had no issues. So, yeah, who knows? But anyway, I decided I was going to swap to my eBay ones. for this. The only thing about the eBay ones is the fact they're thicker. So you just have a lot more filing down to do to, smooth out your transition line. Obviously be very careful when you're doing that you're only filing the tip, you are not filing your finger. But yeah, so tips worked absolutely fine. Boom, they were all done. Did all my prep, did my clear layer, everything was going fine. Pretty much because I did my right hand with my left hand first, which is what I always do, because let's face it, I've swapped over before and, just stick with the flow. So I did exactly that, and then came this powder. And that kind of was, it didn't ombre particularly well. I don't know, to be honest, it felt, instead of like Moyra's colours, they kind of glide on and you almost like paint with them. This was very much, it behaved like a core powder. And it threw me because I wasn't expecting it. Whereas if I'd gone and got a core powder, I would be expecting it to do that, So yeah, and to be honest, you know what? They should make this a core powder because it's a beautiful colour and it would fit perfectly as a core powder. So I'm throwing that out there to Moyra, that instead of having this as a colour powder, make it a core powder because it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, by the time I got to this hand, I just knew that it was going to behave like a core. So I just went in with my first bead, and then I'm coming in with a much wetter bead then to do the blend. But yeah, completely stumped me on my other hand. And yes, so we mastered that, and then came the flowers. So I am using, these are dried hydrangea petals, and they are from Smilies glitter store. And I've basically, because they come as like the whole flower, but it's hard to describe. But basically, I had to just separate the petals up a little bit so they were smaller to fit on the finger. Oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. This is the happy. Okay, this is the happy. This is the, the wonder of any design. So after battling with me blends, this was my happy. So this is Persian prints, and it's from the Glitter Fairy, and it is stunning. I mean, stunning. I know I'm a lover of the glitter, but it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I just thought it would complement these colours. And with Persian prints, within the collection, there's Arabian Sands, which you've seen me use before, but there's also Arabian Princess, which is what I'm coming in with now, which is a pink. So again, complemented the powder rose and the silk beautifully. And I'm making a bit of like an ombre effect. So what I'm doing is I'm just picking up a bit more of Arabian Princess and just putting her over the top a little bit of Persian Prince, just so it's not a harsh line between the two. I want them to flow into each other. Okay. Also, just as a bizarre fact for people, I generally have either music on in the background, so I'm belting out some, whatever magic's got on, to be honest, or I am watching nail videos, and I happen to be watching Miss Lucy whilst I was doing this set. So originally I was just going to leave those two like that, but you will see later on in my video that after watching her video, I thought, I like that. I wants to do this. I am inspired by you, Lucy. So I shall. Okay, so where have I got to? Ah, yes. So we have the epic glitterness. I am happy. Obviously, I already know what's coming because I've already done my other hand, and I'm trying not to fluff it up on this hand. But these petals did not want to work. I've decided in hindsight that what I did, I used acrylic because I thought it being wet, they would just press into it better and it would hold it down better. But it made the nails, because of trying to build this up, they are thicker than I would like them to be. They did end up getting a bit filed, and I'm debating whether or not I should have tried sticking them on with glue. We've gone to stamping. So I've just done my thumb exactly the same as my pinky, and I've done exactly the same from my ring finger on my index finger. I think I probably decided it was painful enough just witnessing me fanning around with that. So they've all been capped. They've obviously been filed down. It's not as good as I want it, but never mind. So this was it. Stamping on top of the glitter. And I love this particular plate. I love that stamp. It's one of my favourites. It's definitely a go-to for me. And it's flowers, and it's delicate, and it's pretty, and yes, I loved it. Oh yeah, I remember why I cut out a lot of this, because we've got crystals yet to come. So I needed time in my video to make sure, you've got a bit of crystal love going on too. I know, what more could you want? I've got flowers, I've got stamping, I've got epic glitter, and we've got crystals. Oh, I know, you spoilt lot. And it's kind of Valentine's Day-y, but not, because it's got flowers in it and whatnot, but it's not full on hearts and in your face. Now, it was actually going to have a particular glitter. It's evolved this. So originally I was going for a different glitter, but Persian Prince and Arabian Princess have been sat there staring at me. And as I started to do the colours for this one, I went, ooh, I like those. So I decided to swap them out and use them instead. And I think you will agree, they are, yes, good call, Shona. Good call. I appreciate the fact you haven't seen the one I was going to use, but seriously, what's going to beat those two? Oh, it's just lovely. And to make it, and in fairness, let's go happy as well. Every single stamp I picked up worked fine. Okay, the Bruty stamping plates I don't have a problem with at all. I've never had a problem with any of them. Because as we know, in some of my videos recently, I bought some new stamping plates and they were pants. Whereas, so I'm using Born Pretty stamping polish. I'm using my clear jelly stamper from Nail.supplies, which I love. And yeah, job's a good one. Look at that, I even got it in shot so you can see me do the press. Go me! I think I'm getting the hang of this. Don't get cocky, Shona, don't get cocky. It could all fluff up. Yeah, I've been talking about my breathing going on in a lot of videos lately, and I was like, I'm not aware of the fact that I breathe that heavy normally. I was obviously saying this to Adam, and then I realised that actually when I'm working, my face is literally right next to the phone. Like, the way it's positioned to try and get this angle for you, I'm like right next to the microphone. So I think I may need to invest in like some microphone you plug in, like in a headset or something, rather than me sounding like I don't know, Darth Vader at you. You know, it's all learning, quirks and all that. So I've decided I'm going to top coat these now, it would seem, after putting a blob of Chi gel on. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. We'll just go with it. And you can see these beautiful colours, and the petals, they're just really subtle. Oh, I know why I'm doing it. It's come back to me. So yeah, I'm top coating all of them. Then I'm going to I've got quite a large crystal. That, oh my God. When you look really closely at this crystal, there is flowers in it. It's like a milk bath crystal. Oh, here's me discovering the fact I've got a new top coat from Moyra, which is the Clever cover, and it's got a really wonky brush. And when I was looking at it going, what? And then I've just realised that it's on the squiff. Anywho, yeah, so this crystal it's like a milk bath, like flowering in a crystal. But it shines. Like it's got, it's holographic or something. It is amazing. They are from the Crystal Parade. They have the most ridiculous name that I cannot pronounce. But it will be in the description below, along with everything else that I use, so you can go and have a look. And as you can see, I can't pick them up with my crystal picker-upper. I'm just going to have to kind of, flop it on the nail. Go on, Shona. Go on. Did we? Yes. See? Can you? Oh, I hope you can see that. Because it's... Oh. Now, here I made a fundamental mistake, is the fact that I tried to position this whilst it was looking at me. And when I put the rest of the gems on, I realised it wasn't quite central. But I've already now cured that middle one in the lamp. And the reason being was, because it was quite large, I didn't want it to move all over the place whilst I was putting the other ones on. I wanted to make sure that was properly fixed before adding more. But it then meant I couldn't move it. So because I had no idea what design I was doing, come on, I make it up as I go along when it comes to crystal placement. So, yeah, whereas if I hadn't cured it, I would have been able to manoeuvre it once I realised it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. Yeah, okay, I don't care. I still love it. It's still awesome. So I am using here, this is the January VIP from the Glitter Fairy Crystal Selection. So you can, you will have seen I'm getting quite a few sets actually out of these. I really hope she's going to do some more. I really hope so. I mean, you get your monthly supply of glittery happiness along with videos when you're being a smeg and you cannot form a design in your brain. They supply you with designs for the pack. And then she goes and blows it out of the water by giving us crystals. Oh. Mind blown. Yeah, if you haven't seen the video, you can go back and watch me squeal. If you need that in your life, it is recorded. So I'm making, it's just a basic crystal design, yeah. But obviously I've top coated all over it, so I don't need to top coat the nails again. And no, I did not do a crystal design on my other hand. At this point, I am, I ran out of time probably about an hour before we even got to the crystal part, and I'm going, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. I'm multitasking about 5 different things and trying to do crystals at the same time. So I was just like, do you know what? They're on, it's done, that's it. And don't ask me what the crystals are, because I don't know. Like I said, they came in the VIP pack. You just get what you're given, and we're all happy. So I think this is pretty much coming towards the end of this. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I really hope you've enjoyed this design. So yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.